Hey, this is Bob Z. Callahan here, and in this video, I would like to share with you my testimony about how I have come to know God, I've become a Christian, and just how that has changed my life for the better. You know, in the last few years, I have made a couple hundred word of advice videos, but it did not come to my mind until recently that I have never made a video about my testimony. So, I would like to share with you in this video my story of how I have become a Christian, how I have come to know God, and how that has changed my life for the better. So, from the very beginning of my life, I have been a churchgoer. My parents always brought me to church on Sundays, and I've been involved with a youth group ever since I was old enough to join, ever since I was old enough to join a middle school youth group. And for the first 15 years of my life, even though I was a churchgoer and I was involved in a youth group, I was never really that interested in God or reading the Bible or in Christianity at all. I never really gave it a chance because I never thought that it was worth my time. You see, I grew up privileged. My parents have always had a lot of money, and so we have been financially secure, and we have been able to enjoy some experiences together which have been really fun. And I'm not knocking that at all. But when I was really young, I thought that I had everything I could ever want, and going to church, well, when I was going to church, what I was hearing did not always fascinate me. It never really did anything for me, because I never gave it a chance. But then in 2007, my life began to change for the better. I remember I was invited by a friend of mine to go to another youth group. So here I was in 2007 as a freshman in high school now, going to 2 youth groups a week. And when I went to this different youth group, well, I was in a new environment, and even though I went at first to socialize with other people, I actually started paying attention more to the youth group lessons. And over that entire school year, in the 2007-2008 school year, since I was giving this a chance, well, becoming a follower of God started to seem like something which could actually be a wonderful thing. So after thinking about it and even now praying about it, I decided to talk with some people, and I said, yeah, I do want to turn my life around, and I actually want to become a Christian. I don't just want to go to church and socialize with others, but I want to be a churchgoer who is actually a Christian and is really trying to live for God. So after I had stated that I believe and I will repent of my old ways, I was baptized on July 8th, 2008. And I was very excited for the future because now I had a clean slate and the future was looking great. But then in the 2008-2009 school year, I went through a rough patch in my life. I know at the very beginning of my sophomore year in high school, my then girlfriend broke up with me, and I had some problems with other people in school that year, and at the very end of my sophomore year in high school, my father died. So even though months before I had been excited to become a Christian and I wanted to change for the better, when I went through some really tough trials in my sophomore year of high school, then I went through a time in my life when, again, I really did not want to be a Christian or talk to God or give my problems to God. I know after my father died, I went through a 6-month period of depression, confusion, anxiety, and throughout that time, I had lost my faith. I fell away. But I am so happy that in my story, I rebounded from that time of darkness in my life. I was talking with one of my father's best friends, and he offered me some encouraging words. He said, think positive, be self-disciplined, and do something good for others. And after I heard those words, I started to clean my life up again, and I started going back to church and youth group, and over time I realized that even though the challenges I went through were pretty tough, well, since I have endured them and I know how to deal with them now in a much better way, I've become a stronger person, and I have regained my faith in God, and now I am much stronger than I used to be. And during this time of rebounding from a period of darkness, I have given myself a new nickname, and that nickname is Bobsy. Now you may be wondering, where does Bobsy come into the picture? How did this ever start? Well, you see, I had been going by Bobby for years and years, but it was around the time in like May of 2009, I just heard this nickname come into my mind from out of the blue, Bobsy. It was just totally random, but the nickname stuck with me. And at the end of 2009, after I decided to clean my life up again, and I started to follow God again, I thought to myself, hey, I am a new person, and I am happy with that. But then I gave myself kind of a new identity in a way. You know, I went from Bobby to Bobsy. And ever since I have cleaned my life up and I have followed God, I am much happier now in my life than I ever have been. And even though not every day is perfect, and even though some days may be harder than others, I would have to say that ever since I have accepted God into my life, and I have developed a relationship with Him, and ever since I have started reading the Bible, my life has changed so much for the better. And I'm looking forward to many, many, many more years to be one of God's followers. So this is my story, and I hope that you have enjoyed hearing my story about how I have come to know God and how becoming a Christian has changed my life for the better. Thank you for listening, and God bless.